Welcome to Generation Crypto. My name is Drew, and today we're going to be talking about Honeypad. Now, shout out to SleepyG on Twitter for bringing this project to my attention. Now, Honeypad with the ticker symbol Honey launched publicly in early September of 2021. And according to their website, Honeypad is a self-proclaimed hyper-deflationary use case token on the Binance Smart Chain mainnet. So it's a BEP20 token. However, it looks like, according to their developers, that they plan to eventually move over to their own blockchain and eventually become a coin rather than a token. Now, typically, new DeFi projects like Honeypad don't have a lot to offer from the get-go other than maybe unique features like tokenomics, promises of potential use cases in the future, and hype on social media to entice new investors for an opportunity to make a quick turnaround. This usually leads to most DeFi projects either turning into rug pulls intentionally or unintentionally, or failing before they can really take off due to the predatory bots, whales, and other nefarious actors pumping and dumping the price and destroying whatever hype the project began with and opening the floodgates to FUD. Because of this, I don't typically like to review newer projects in my What the FUD project review series. However, every now and then, new projects emerge that break the cycle and bring something new, interesting, or innovative out the gates that catches my attention and ends up in this series. Honeypad is one of those projects. However, this doesn't guarantee that Honeypad is a risk-free project. As a reminder, this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Nothing I say in this video, or any of my videos for that matter, is to be taken as financial advice. So what is unique or interesting about Honeypad? Quite honestly, there's kind of a lot. To start off, we will go over their tokenomics, which they call their Honeynomics. Then we will hop into their full ecosystem. Now, Honeypad has a total supply of 1 quadrillion tokens that were minted at launch. However, at launch, they also burn half of those tokens, leaving 500 trillion left in the circulating supply. So what does it mean to burn tokens? If you're unfamiliar, it means those tokens are sent to what is called a burn wallet, which is inaccessible as a burn wallet does not have a private key, and therefore the tokens within them are unrecoverable, even for a hacker, as there's no lock to pick since there is no key to copy. Honeypad is unique in its Honeynomic fees. Again, those are its tokenomics that they call Honeynomics, as it has different buy and sell taxes. For buying Honeypad, there is a total of a 15% tax that breaks down as follows: 4% for holders rewards, or more commonly called reflections, which are paid out in BNB rather than Honeypad itself. 4% for buyback, which is used to add to the burn, as well as the liquidity pool. 5% is used for marketing for the project, and the last 2% is used for product development within their growing ecosystem, of which we will go over shortly. When it comes to selling Honeypad, there's an even larger total sales tax for 20% that breaks down like this: 6% for holders rewards or reflections, 6% for the buyback, 5% for marketing, and 3% for product development. So if you buy into Honeypad and later sell out, you'll be paying a total of 35% in Honeynomics fees. However, at key times, such as during the Queen Bee buyback and during panic selling, as well as the opening week of Honeypad, the dev team will implement what they call Honey Shield, which will alter the sell fees of Honeypad temporarily in hopes of stifling pump and dumps, paper hands, and sniper bots. The total sell fee during Honey Shield will be increased from 20% up to 30%, which will break down as follows: 8% will be for holders rewards, 8% again will be for buyback, another 8% will be for marketing, 6% will be for product development. So under Honey Shield, if you go ahead and buy in at the original tax of 15% and then sell out during Honey Shield, then you will be paying a total of 45% in Honeynomics fees. So be wary of if that is on or not when you are selling out of your Honeypad. However, the uniqueness of their tokenomics doesn't end there. They also have a manual buyback feature they call their Queen Bee, which I mentioned before, which they claim allows BNBs to flow directly into the liquidity pool while simultaneously burning tokens. Honey Shield will be manually triggered whenever Queen Bee is activated. Other than Queen Bee, their tokenomics of Honeypad also have a built-in feature they call their anti-well protection, which means no wallet can hold more than 1% of the total supply, which I assume means the actual total supply and not just the circulating supply, which in turn means no wallet can have more than 10 trillion tokens in total. The last major thing to cover with Honeypad's tokenomics is what they call Honey Lock, which prevents any wallet from selling more than 50% of their total holdings every 4 hours. The purpose behind this, according to the dev team, is to ensure better token stability and to disrupt sniper bots' nefarious tactics, and also to prevent panic selling as well. So as you can see from what we just went over, Honeypad has a lot of unique features in their tokenomics other than just a unique breakdown for their buy and sell taxes. Even though they are a really new project, they also already have their first product out today. They currently have a dApp called Honeyboard, where investors of Honeypad can link their wallets and keep track of their Honey holdings, as well as keep track of their BNB payouts from the unique Honeypad tokenomics, as well as the total payout to all holders and the breakdown of how much your holdings could earn you over given periods of time and what it would look like if you reinvested those earned holdings back into Honeypad from your reflections. So now that we've gone over the type of cryptocurrency Honeypad is, as well as its unique tokenomics and its first product, Honeyboard, let's talk about the ecosystem and developing use case. According to their website, Honeypad aims to create the first self-covering ecosystem which uses all the aspects of the crypto market: use case, utility, payment option, and the end game, Project Hive. In this way, Honeypad can ensure profitability for its token holders by generating a steady growing cash flow through its use cases and utilities. A part of the generated cash flow will be reinvested into the liquidity pool, which ensures a long-term uptrend on the token. And a part of it will be redistributed to our token holders as reflection. This means every token holder will continually be rewarded, not just from redistributions, but also from dividends. Ultimately, Honeypad will revolutionize the crypto scene by implementing forward-looking technology to every area it can. Now, these are some pretty lofty goals. They aim to accomplish these goals through their ecosystem, which breaks down into what they call the 4 parts of one hive. The first part is HoneyPay, which is a payment provider on Honeypad, processing transactions securely. The second part will be what they call HoneySwap, which will be Honeypad's own decentralized exchange, trade, stake, and swap all inside the exchange. The third is called HiveChain, which is the blockchain where it all happens on, keeping the ecosystem closed and decentralized. Here's what they claim are the benefits of being on their own blockchain with their own goals in mind: a high level of security, protecting business transactions for both freelancers and their clients, preventing hacking threats, drastically reducing the rate of breaches and crimes, lower cost, eliminating the intermediaries and centralized processors, automatic account reconciliation tailored to freelancing, data integrity, faster and transparent transactions, streamlined error-free, hyper-efficient processing, sensible governance and identity management, and vibrant customizable market reactivity. Their fourth and their final product within the 4 parts of the hive will be Honeywork, which will be the first ever crypto-based freelance platform, according to Honeypad. Speaking of freelance, it appears that freelance, as previously mentioned, is the major market for which they will be focusing their efforts. This is a snapshot of the prototype for which their Honeywork will look like. They expect to have it designed for iOS, Android, and desktop use, and claim that the technology of blockchain can revolutionize the space by making it more accessible, fair, trustworthy, and help people save both time and money. This is what they claim on their white paper, which they are calling their honey paper. The big problems. Honeypad isn't a solution that comes out of nowhere. Ask anyone in crypto. There are serious issues inherent to paying or offering services through cryptocurrency payments. Leaks happen. There's no guarantee of payment. Even if you work with someone you know, scams are all too easy. These problems have held DeFi back, preventing it from tapping into online freelancing. Until now, subpar development, missed opportunities, poor design, and faulty marketing have maintained the status quo. To get flowers, you need bees. We strive to make the DeFi scene a better place, not only for investors, but for the inventors. The time to make DeFi more accessible has come. Skilled and passionate, our team is ready to fill in all the gaps. We are developing the Honeypad ecosystem to ensure a secure and reliable option for every serious freelancer and every meaningful collaboration. Speed, security, and transparency will always be our standard as we expand. Our hive will be the home of tomorrow's innovation. So as you can see, the dev team seems really excited about their potential in the freelance space. And frankly, I don't blame them. They seem to have a solid ecosystem put together in order to make all of this happen in one place. Let's go over their roadmap, which they call their Hivemap, to see how they plan to piece this all together. In phase 1, they plan to launch their website with updates, launch the roadmap with the white paper release, marketing marketing push to spread awareness, doxed audit by Desert Swap, audit by TechRate, 5,000 holders, Honeypad is born. Phase 2 is listing on CoinGecko, listing on CoinMarketCap, global marketing campaign, influencer marketing push, and a second audit by Certic, which is set to finish anytime now, and have 25,000 holders. In phase 3, an AMA on Telegram and Reddit, listing on major CEX, major South Asia influencer marketing, BTalk advertising, and 50,000 holders. In phase 4, Honeywork V1 is born, implementation of Honeypay, test and launch, Google, Facebook, LinkedIn ads, Honeywork press release, and hire and grow sales team. In phase 5, Honeywork V2 update, 100,000 holders, increase marketing, website update and redesign, $100 million market cap, a full team doxing, and 25K community giveaway. In phase 6, they plan on having a $250 million market cap, 250,000 holders, hire a chief marketing officer for Honeywork, big marketing push targeting freelancers and companies, strategic competition within Fiverr and Upwork, 50K charity donation by community vote. And in phase 7, a $500 million market cap, 500,000 holders, test and launch Honeyswap, Honeyswap goes live, and hire more employees. In phase 8, they plan on Operation Moon, which is yet to be described, a $1 billion market cap, 1 million holders, Project Hive, 50K community giveaway. As you can see, the roadmap has clear goals and plans, and they even have ideal market cap and holder amounts they want to achieve within each phase. It also appears they want to work with Fiverr and other freelance programs, which could be huge for the token if they're able to earn those partnerships. Now, as was mentioned in the roadmap, they have currently completed 2 audits. The first is through Desert Swap, which is a fully doxed audit, and the second is through TechRate, which is a smart contract audit. They're currently going through a Certic or Certicate, depending on how you pronounce it, audit that will most likely have its results by the time this video is released or shortly afterwards. So who exactly is the dev team behind all this? As of right now, we don't actually know their true identities, although they do go by aliases on social media. Beggy is the boss, Maya and Emily are in charge of social media, Anna is in charge of web design, and Fitu is in charge of marketing. Now, the team does have plans to fully dox themselves as was laid out in phase 5 on their Hivemap. So I'm sure we will get to know exactly who it is behind this project as time goes on and as the project continues to grow. Now, for some people, this may be a point of contention as they usually like to know who exactly is behind a project before they decide to invest into it. However, like I mentioned before, they have passed 2 audits and they are about to get results of their Certic audit, which is usually the standard in DeFi. So if there's any glaring holes within the contract of the project or any other aspect of the project, I'm sure we will learn about it there in that audit. I think it's also important to note that even though the team is not doxed, they are very active in the community and have been very responsive to the community's demands, such as altering their tokenomics to better fit the needs of the community, as well as creating the dApp that we now have to be able to view our tokens. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I genuinely think this is a unique and interesting project. I'll be following them very closely to see how they do and if they're able to live up to the plans that they have drafted. I'm actually genuinely curious to know what your guys' thoughts are on this project. Do you guys see this project just as more buzz in the DeFi space? Get it? Or do you guys think this project will stand out and prove itself over time? Let me know down in the comment section below, and I will see you in my next video. Cheers.